Let's get right into it. Number 10. Inhaling that new car smell. That new car smell you love? It's actually your car slowly poisoning you. That fresh scent is a chemical cocktail, and your lungs are the unwitting guests. They're called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, and they're off-gassing from every surface in your new ride. The dashboard is releasing chemicals. The seats are joining the toxic party. Even that fancy leather steering wheel is contributing to your personal gas chamber. Car manufacturers know we're addicted to this smell. They could make cars that don't release these fumes, but they don't, because people literally complain when their new car doesn't have that signature scent. It's like we're all walking into a factory saying, "Please, give me a big whiff of your industrial chemicals." Some of these compounds include benzene, formaldehyde, and acetaldehyde. If someone tried to sell you a bottle of these, you'd run away. But wrap them in a shiny new SUV, and suddenly we're paying extra for the privilege of breathing them in. The hotter it gets, the more these chemicals are released. Every time you park your new car in the sun, you're basically creating a toxic sauna. In China, they actually have regulations about new car smell. In the rest of the world, we're still taking deep breaths and saying, smells like success. Some people even buy air fresheners that mimic it. We're so addicted to these fumes that we're buying artificial versions to keep the high going. It's like the automotive equivalent of sniffing markers, except it costs $40,000 and comes with heated seats. Number 9. Mouth breathing. You're probably doing it right now, breathing through your mouth instead of your nose. And you might think, what's the big deal? Air is air. Wrong. Your mouth wasn't designed to be an air highway. Think of your nose as a 5-star hotel for air, with security checks, temperature control, and fancy filtering. Your mouth is like a sketchy back alley where anything goes. When you breathe through your nose, it filters out dust, bacteria, and allergens. It also warms the air to the perfect temperature and adds moisture. Mouth breathing is like letting random strangers crash on your couch without checking their ID. Over time, mouth breathing actually changes how your face grows. Kids who chronically mouth breathe tend to develop longer faces, crooked teeth, and weaker jaw muscles. It's like their faces are slowly melting downward. And it gets worse at night. If you wake up with a desert-dry mouth and dragon breath, you've been mouth-breathing in your sleep like a fish out of water. This dries out your airways, making them more vulnerable to infection. It's like leaving your front door wide open during flu season. Worst of all, mouth breathing gives you less oxygen. Your nose helps your body produce nitric oxide, which improves your lungs' ability to absorb oxygen. When you bypass it, your body gets about 20% less oxygen. It's basically like running on low-octane fuel all the time. The worst part is most people don't even realize they're doing it. They're just walking around, mouth hanging open like they're waiting for flies to zoom in. Number 8. The Eardrum Gamble. You know that feeling. You twist a Q-tip in your ear and hit that sweet spot. It feels so good. So right. But every time you do this, you're playing Russian roulette with your hearing. Your ear canal is like a self-cleaning oven. It naturally pushes wax outward, carrying dead skin cells and debris with it. When you stick that cotton swab in there, you're basically shoving all that garbage back in. It's like trying to clean your kitchen by pushing all the trash deeper under the fridge. This compressed wax builds up against your eardrum. It's like building a brick wall right next to your ear's doorbell. Sound has to fight through this barrier just to reach your brain, leading to muffled hearing and tinnitus. But it gets worse. Your eardrum is basically tissue paper thin, about as thick as a strand of hair. One wrong move, one sneeze, one kid running into you, and you've got a hole in your eardrum and a very awkward conversation with your doctor. Doctors see thousands of these cases every year. Some people keep doing it even after puncturing their eardrum once. It's like getting food poisoning from gas station sushi and going back for seconds. That impacted wax can get so hard it needs to be removed by a doctor using what looks like tiny medieval torture devices. So next time you reach for that Q-tip, remember you're not cleaning your ear, you're just packing it for a future trip to the ENT. Number 7. The internal pressure cooker. You're in a quiet place, like a library or a funeral, and you feel it coming, a sneeze. Your first instinct is to hold it in, pinch your nose, and close your mouth to be polite. Don't. Holding in a sneeze is like trying to stop a shotgun blast with your hand. That pressure has to go somewhere. A sneeze you hold back can create pressure up to 40 times stronger than a normal one. That's like turning your head into a pressure cooker filled with angry wasps. This isn't just a theory. People have ruptured blood vessels in their eyes and brain from holding in sneezes. One guy in the UK actually ripped a hole in his throat trying to be polite at work. He felt a pop in his neck, and suddenly it was making weird crackling sounds. He'd blown a hole between his throat and chest cavity, and air was escaping into his body. The doctors called it spontaneous perforation of the pharynx. He had to be fed through a tube for a week. Holding in coughs isn't any better. You're creating pressure that can fracture ribs or cause a hernia. And holding in burps? That trapped gas can travel back up your esophagus with enough force to cause chest pain and tiny tears. So next time you feel a sneeze coming, just let it fly. A little bit of noise is a lot better than a hole in your throat. Number 6. Your brain's personal bully. You know that voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough? The one that's probably criticizing you right now for watching YouTube instead of doing something productive? That voice isn't just annoying. It's literally rewiring your brain for disaster. Think of your brain like a forest. Every thought you have is like cutting a path through that forest. The more you use a particular path, the wider and easier to travel it becomes. When you're constantly thinking, "I'm such an idiot," or "I'll never succeed," you're turning a tiny trail into a 6-lane highway of self-doubt. Your brain can't tell the difference between this internal bully and a real one. Every time you criticize yourself, your body releases the same stress hormones as if you were actually being threatened. It's like having your fight-or-flight response stuck in the on position 24/7. Scientists found that people who constantly criticize themselves have a larger amygdala. That's the fear center of your brain. Meanwhile, your hippocampus, which helps regulate emotions, actually shrinks. Your inner critic is literally shrinking the part of your brain that could help you feel better. We keep doing it because we think it helps us. We believe that if we're not constantly berating ourselves, we'll become lazy or complacent. It's like thinking you need to punch yourself in the face to stay awake. In reality, studies show that people who practice self-compassion are more productive and resilient. So next time you catch yourself being your own bully, remember you're not keeping yourself in line. You're just carving deeper paths in your brain's forest of anxiety. Number 5. The Modern Slouch. Every time you hunch over your phone to text or scroll, you're putting about 60 pounds of extra pressure on your spine. That's like having an 8-year-old child sitting on your neck all day. This invisible child is slowly crushing your vertebrae and squishing your internal organs. Your organs actually start shifting when you slouch. Your stomach and intestines get compressed like a sad accordion. This slows down your digestion, giving you the world's longest food traffic jam, leading to acid reflux and constipation. When you're hunched over, your lungs can only expand to about 70% of their full capacity, so you're literally suffocating yourself a little bit, all day long. No wonder you feel tired by 3 p.m. Your body's been trying to breathe through a wet towel. Looking down at your phone is like hanging a bowling ball from your neck by a piece of string. The muscles in your neck and upper back are working overtime, trying to keep your head from falling off. Years of this actually changes the shape of your spine. Your body starts to think this text neck is the normal position. We know all this, and yet we keep doing it. Right now, some of you are probably hunched over your phone, slowly morphing into a human question mark. We're too addicted to our screens, too comfortable in our slouch. We're literally choosing to compress ourselves into human accordions because checking social media is just too damn convenient. We're turning ourselves into the gargoyles of the digital age, one text message at a time. Number 4. Ignoring dental health. This isn't just about cavities or bad breath. This is about how your mouth might be plotting to kill you. Your mouth is a warm, wet paradise for bacteria. Right now, there are about 700 different species having a party in there. Most of them are harmless. But when you skip brushing or flossing, the party gets out of hand. The bad bacteria multiply like crazy, forming plaque. These bacteria don't just stay in your mouth. They're like tiny adventurers, traveling through your bloodstream to explore your body. And by explore, I mean cause chaos. When these mouth bacteria reach your heart, they can cause inflammation and endocarditis, which is an infection of your heart's inner lining. It's like having a bunch of unwanted squatters move into your heart valves and refuse to leave. This inflammation can also contribute to atherosclerosis, or clogged arteries, which leads to heart attacks and strokes. Scientists have found these same mouth bacteria in the brains of people with Alzheimer's. Yes, those little troublemakers can cross the blood-brain barrier. They're basically breaking and entering into your brain and leaving inflammatory chaos in their wake. That piece of floss sitting in your bathroom drawer might as well be a life-saving tool. But we still skip brushing when we're tired. We avoid the dentist like they're running a torture chamber. It's like we're giving these bacteria a VIP pass to wreck our bodies. A simple dental cleaning could literally add years to your life. But nah, we'd rather scroll TikTok for an extra 5 minutes. Those bacteria aren't just planning to rot your teeth. They're planning a full-scale invasion of your entire body. Number 3. Revenge bedtime procrastination. It's 11 p.m. You're exhausted from a long day. You know you should sleep. But you decide to watch just one more YouTube video. 3 hours later, you're deep into videos about why penguins have knees, while your alarm clock is a looming threat, reminding you that you have to be up in 4 hours. This is revenge bedtime procrastination. You sacrifice sleep to get some me time, even though you know you'll regret it tomorrow. It's a rebellion against having no control over your time. Oh, you made me sit through 8 hours of meetings? Well, watch me waste 3 hours looking at pictures of cats in business suits. This habit is literally killing us. When you regularly get less than 6 hours of sleep, your immune system gets so weak you can't fight off a paper cut. Your brain gets so foggy, you might put your phone in the fridge and try to answer your sandwich. People who regularly sleep less than 6 hours a night are 13% more likely to die early from all causes. Your late-night TikTok addiction is basically a slow-motion unalive button. The worst part is we're fully aware of the damage. It's like eating gas station sushi at 3 a.m. You know it's a terrible idea, but something in your brain goes, but what if it's good this time? And thanks to our phones, we have a tiny dopamine dealer next to our bed whispering, "Hey kid, want to watch some cat videos?" The less you sleep, the worse your judgment gets, making you even more likely to stay up late again. It's a toxic relationship with your own bad decisions, trading years of your life for one more video. Number 2, the clean plate compulsion. That voice in your head that says, "Finish everything on your plate," is not your conscience talking. It's your grandma's ghost haunting your dining habits. This habit started when food was scarce, and wasting it meant you might not survive winter, but now we live in a world where you can get a burger delivered to your doorstep at 3 a.m., yet our brains are still running on that old clean plate or die software. This compulsive habit is programming our bodies to ignore their own "I'm full" signals. Imagine if your car kept pumping gas even after the tank was full. That's what we're doing to our bodies every time we eat past the point of being satisfied. Studies show that people who were forced to clean their plates as kids are significantly more likely to be overweight as adults. It's like our parents accidentally installed an eating disorder light version in our brains, and we're passing this same broken programming to our own kids. Babies are born with the instinct to stop when they're full, but somewhere along the way, we teach them to ignore these natural signals. Then, combine this with modern portion sizes. Restaurant portions today are 2 to 3 times bigger than they were in the 1950s. The average dinner plate has grown from 9 inches to 12 inches. That's an extra 3 inches of guilt-tripping real estate right there, and we feel compelled to fill every inch of it. Even when we know better, that voice is still there. Think of the starving children, as if somehow you finishing your oversized burger is helping anyone. It's not. You're just helping your local cardiologist send their kids to college. Number 1, scrolling into the abyss. Every time you pull down to refresh your feed, your brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine. It's a slot machine for your mind, except instead of winning money, you're winning more stuff to scroll through, and we can't stop pulling the lever. The average person touches their phone 2,617 times per day. That's nearly 1,000,000 times a year. Many of us touch our phones more than we touch our partners or our kids. When you're scrolling, your brain is on high alert for threats. It's an old survival instinct from when we needed to watch out for lions. But now, instead of lions, we're scanning for economic collapse, social injustice, and global disasters. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. You know you should look away, but you can't. Our brains start perceiving everything as a potential disaster. A weird pain in your leg? It's probably fatal. Your friend didn't text back for an hour? They must hate you now. The news is talking about a new virus? Better stock up on toilet paper again. The more you scroll, the more anxious you get. The more anxious you get, the more you feel the need to scroll to feel informed and in control. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. People who spend more than 2 hours a day on social media are significantly more likely to report feelings of depression and anxiety. We know it's bad for us. We feel our minds getting numb, our anxiety spiking, but we keep doing it because we're terrified of missing something. We're hooked on the faint possibility of connection, a funny meme, or a piece of crucial information. And in that search, we just keep scrolling, each flick of the thumb taking us deeper into the abyss. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.